Good morning, everybody. Sam Strong here, or as most of you know me, the Bushcraft Bodybuilder. I'm here today because I wanted to make a video talking about a brand that's got quite a bit of notoriety, and that brand is the Hidden Woodsman. That's a company that's been around, outdoor company that's been around for about 10 years, and I personally got my first Hidden Woodsman dayruck 5 years ago. I am a huge believer in supporting gear that works, that's worth the money that you're investing into it, and is something that's going to stand the test of time. So I can say that being a person that is willing to invest the money in a Hidden Woodsman backpack, that they meet those, they check those boxes. It's worth the money, they'll stand the test of time, the quality of materials is very high, and it's a unique style. That's something that I like about it. So I would like to segue this point right now and start to talk about a very specific model of pack, and that is the Model 23 pack that I'm wearing right now. I'll spin around and show you. This is what it looks like on you. As you can see, there are no sternum straps, but if you've got, broad enough manly shoulders, shouldn't be an issue. And again, with it being the size of pack that it is, you really can't overload this thing to make it so you're going to need sternum straps or a waist belt. If you need that, you're loading your pack wrong, or maybe you've picked the wrong size pack for your frame. That's something that you should also consider. Not every pack is a one size fits all, so pick the pack that's appropriate for you. This one is not meant for a long excursion unless you're the type of person that practices the belief of the more you know, the less you carry. I believe that was coined by Morris Kaczynski. Again, I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. So without any further ado, because who has time for ado, this here is the Hidden Woodsman Model 23 rucksack. Now, it's made out of a 500 denier Cordura material, 500 denier, 500D Cordura material. In one of the reviews I was seeing, it talked about these straps here and not being able to place your bedroll or anything underneath it because it would hang out too far. What do you think? Think that's hanging out too far, too cumbersome? This isn't a small blanket by any means. This is at least a 72-inch in length blanket by 3 feet. So it's a large blanket. It's a large wool blanket by my favorite company for blankets anyhow. This is the Woolly Mammoth Wool & Co. Now, another one of the comments on this video that I would like to address is saying that the side pouches were ridiculously long, deep in length, and you couldn't fit your water container in there. Well, you might not be able to fit a water container in there comfortably when you have the pack loaded down because it presses out against the sides. But what you can do is you can throw your hatchet in there with ease and your saw on the other side. You put your water bottle in the inside here. Now, a cool feature about this pack is that first you've got this top zipper container with a nice bright glow orange, or green, sorry, liner, so you can see what's inside your pack. Outside of that, you've got your buckle straps here, the top flap with a roll down enclosure. Nothing is getting inside of this bag when it's rolled down. No leaves, no bugs, no fuss, no muss. Now, you also have an additional zipper pouch here on the front to load in whatever other gear you're going to want to put in there. I have my Uberleben flat pack stove push down in there because it's flat pack, goes in there real nicely. Now I'm going to put this down just out of view of the camera here, see the top of it, and I'm going to start pulling out all the stuff that I was able to fit inside of this pouch, this main compartment. I've got my Uberleben Kuxa, however you say that, with my coffee filter, my leather gloves, which I think are super important. These here were made by the Stone Outdoors. I've had these gloves for also 5 years since I got my first Hidden Woodsman pack. Longest lasting pair of leather gloves I've ever used. My coffee. My spoon. My canteen and nesting cup. My utensils pouch. Now this is a cool one made by Outdoor Element. It's got all my utensils right there. I also have my Wazoo Survival Hanks, field hanks. This one's for plant identification. This one's for animal track identification. A pair of binos. My ouch pouch, also made by the Hidden Woodsman survival kit. This is my first aid kit. My meals. My hammock. My whoopee. And my Pacific Northwest ground cloth. I fit all of that inside of this pack. That is everything that I would need for at least an overnight. I'd say that's plenty enough room if you're asking me. Oh, I also have in my Leatherman. So if all of that can fit in this pack, you tell me if that's not enough room, if it's not adequate storage for your water, your food, your blanket, your sleep system, first aid kit. Do you really need more for an overnight? I don't think so. And again, there's additional storage spaces on the outside of the pack, that top flap where I'm not really storing anything in there right now. I've got my journal in the top piece right there. That's it. Oh, I take that back. Got my journal. Then of course I don't go anywhere without my Fiberlight fire starting material and mini ferro rod. So personally, I think that this pack is an excellent pack, great for the price point. It is over $200 after tax and shipping, but you get what you pay for. It is a high quality pack. It will last the test of time. And I can personally say that when I have had damages to my pack from user error, the way that I was using my bag, I had it strapped to my bicycle and I was trying to do some bike camping. My bike leaned over the edge of my back carrier system and started rubbing against the tire. I wore a hole right in my backpack. I showed Malcolm, he told me to send it to him and he fixed it for me. So what other company is going to do that for you? Let me load all this back in here. Right, guys, so there you have it, all loaded back up. It's my Hidden Woodsman Model 23 rucksack. Worth every penny if you ask me. I've got it adorned with these cool little glow in the dark lanterns that were made for me by my buddy Father Nomad, as you can find him on Instagram. All of the additional gear you have seen me showcase here, I'll put some links to it. Most of it can be found on fiberlightfirestarter.com. Yeah, awesome pack. I think it's worth every bit of the money. I hope that dispels some of the myths that you may have heard about the Hidden Woodsman. He's an awesome dude, and I gladly support small businesses, especially ones that put this much quality into their crafts. So everybody peace out, stay strong, stay wild.